Hello everyone, today we will see Indian Section Act 1925 provisions section 41 to section 44. As we already know that these provisions are applicable to Indian Christians. We can call it as Christian section also. Let's get started. So in the earlier provisions we have seen so far that if the intestate is left with lineal descendants, widow, how the property distribution happens. So if you people haven't seen that, please visit my earlier session so that you can easily understand those things. But in section 41 to 44, it mainly deals with when the distribution happens when there are no lineal descendants. So if the intestate has left with no lineal descendants, how the distribution will happen. That rules of distribution has been given from sections 42 to 48, but today we are going to see from 41 to 44. So what it says, where an intestate has left no lineal descendants, the rules for the distribution of his property after deducting the widow share, if he has left a widow. If intestate left a widow, then we have to deduct the widow share. If he doesn't, then no need to deduct the widow share. So earlier we have seen that if lineal descendants and widow are present, then the widow share is 1 by 3. But here, if there are no lineal descendants and the property will be shared by widow and kindred, so widow share is 1 by 2 instead of 1 by 3, and kindred will share the rest of 1 by 2 property. Who or and all comes under kindred, who or and all comes under lineal descendants, and how the distribution happens, all these we'll see in the coming sessions, and we will see a quick recap of who or and all comes under kindred and lineal descendants. Lineal descendants. So if the intestate is left with children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, or children of great-grandchildren, whoever comes, they are all called as lineal descendants. Next is kindred. Intestate's father, mother, if he is left with brothers and sisters, or children of brothers and sisters, they are all called as kindred. So we'll come to section 42. So if intestate's father is living, so the property will be succeeded by him. Though mother and brothers and sisters are there, only father will succeed the property if he is alive. We will see the illustration so that it is very easy to understand. So we will see the small illustration that explains the section 42. See, we have already know that these provisions are mainly dealing with when the intestate has left no lineal descendants. So now the widow is present here in this picture. So father is there, mother is there, brothers and sisters are there. So how the property gets distributed is widow share is 1 by 2. As we have seen in section 41, we have to deduct the widow share if widow is alive. Next goes to father. Father will share the rest of the half of the property with the widow, because even though mother, brothers and sisters are there, father shall succeed to the property according to section 42. So now let's see when widow is not there. So no need to share the property with the widow. So the whole property will go to his father. That's what in section 42 says. So if widow is there, we have to share the half property with widow. Otherwise, the whole property will go to his father if he is alive. In a nutshell, we can say, what if father is dead and the intestate is left with mother, brothers and sisters? That's what we are going to see in section 43. I'm going to explain this in animation shortly, so that if you want to read it, you can pause it and read it once. So let's see the animation now, which explains this section 43. So section 43, if the intestate father is dead. So if the intestate father is no more and he is left with mother and brothers and sisters. Next is, if there is no child living of any deceased brother or sister, all brothers and sisters are living, no deceased brother or sister, and there is no child of brothers and sisters. So in that case, the mother and each living brother or sister shall succeed to the property in equal shares. So the mother has to share the property with brothers and sisters. But in case of father, he doesn't have to share the property with mother or his children. So only if mother is alive and brothers and sisters are alive, they both have to split the property equally. That's what is mentioned in section 43. So in this picture, mother is there and four people are there. Two brothers, so two sisters. The total share will be totally 5. Mother, two brother, two sisters, 5. So each will share 1 by 5 equally. So what happens if brothers and sisters are not there and father is also not there? So the whole property of the intestate will go to his mother. One thing you need to remember here the widow is not there. If widow is there, then they have to share the property with the widow. Since the widow is not there, the whole property shall go to the mother if brothers and sisters are not there. Hope you understand. Very simple to understand. If you have any doubts, please do ask in comment section. There has been one illustration that is given in the Barak for section 43. Just pass it and read it once. I'm going to jump to the animation that explains this illustration. So now let's see the illustration that is given in section 43. The intestate is named as A and survived by his mother and two brothers of full blood, John and Henry. So full blood, as you already know, that they have same father and same mother. And sister Mary, who is the daughter of his mother but not of his father. So Mary is half blood because A's father and Mary's father are different. Only A's mother and Mary's mother is same. So Mary is half blood. So how now totally mother will share the property, John, Henry and Mary. Totally 4 shares are there. According to section 43, the property has to be distributed equally. So 1 by 4, mother, John 1 by 4, Henry 1 by 4, Mary 1 by 4. So even the full blood and half blood has the same rights. That is what has been portrayed in section 43. Sorry. So in this case, if widow is there, definitely half share has to go to widow. Remaining half only will be shared by mother and brothers and sisters. Since widow is not there, it has not been deducted. The whole property has been divided into 4. Very simple to understand. So far we have seen till brothers or sister. Now we are going to see if there are any living children of any deceased brother or sister, what happens. That's what is explained in section 44. We know already in doctrine of representation, if parents are dead, then their share will be shared by their children. The same applicable to here also. If the intestate has brother or sister and children of brother or sister, and if any brother or sister died, then their children, that is brothers and sisters children, will share their parents' property. There is one illustration that explains this section 44 which helps you to understand very clearly. So we will jump to that illustration. This is one such illustration that is given in the Barak for section 44. Just pass it and read it once. I'm going to jump to the animation that explains this illustration. So the illustration in section 44, A, the intestate living his mother, his brothers, John and Henry. Mother is there, John and Henry are 2 brothers. And also one child of a deceased sister, Mary. So Mary is the sister and she is no more, but she has one child. Mary is no more. So now next is, and 2 children of George, a deceased brother of half blood, who was the son of his father but not of his mother. So George is also one brother who has 2 children and he is also no more. George is a deceased brother. He is a half blood because A and George have the same father but different mother. So George is half blood, as we already know that half blood and full blood have the same rights. So now A has 3 brothers, George, John, Henry and one sister Mary and mother. So now who are all living? Mother, John, Henry and one child of Mary and 2 children of George. So now 3 brothers, 1 sister and 1 mother. So now totally mother will share the property, John, Henry, Mary and George. So totally 5. So 1 by 5, 1 by 5, 1 by 5, Mary 1 by 5, George 1 by 5. So Mary's share will go to Mary's child because Mary is no more. As you already know that Mary's share will go to his child and George's no more. So George's share will be shared by two children. So 1 by 5 divided by 2 is 1 by 10. So 1 by 10, 1 by 10 each will go to two children. Since George and Mary is no more, they are deceased brother or sister. So their children will share the property. Very simple and easy to understand. If you have any doubt, please do ask in the comment section. Thank you so much. In the next session, we will see other provisions that explains the Indian Succession Act, and we will try to wind up this Christian succession of Indian Succession Act 1925.